Time check on Tobago updates is brought to you by Flow, Tobago's newest fiber network.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
And Tobago Coco Estate clinches Academy of Chocolate Awards. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi, and this is your Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 20th of December, 2023. We start with news of crime. More murders are being reported in Tobago. This time, a double homicide which occurred near the Sherwin-Williams paint shop in the village of Bonaccord. 2 persons were shot during the early hours of the morning. Ariana Scipio has the details.
After recording its 11th murder on Tuesday, Tobago has now suffered its 12th and 13th murders for the year. Inspector Alicia Pigott, attached to the Sherwin police station, reported that police on patrol were notified at 12:55 a.m. of a double murder outside the Sherwin-Williams paint shop on Mount Pleasant Boulevard Road, where 3 people were shot with only 1 surviving. The victims were identified as Akeem Freitas, 33 of Rockleyville, and Fritz Allen, 61 of Mount Grace. They were socializing with other patrons at Chill Out Bar when gunmen fired into the gathering, hitting the men. Bullet holes were visible in the windows of the nearby Sherwin-Williams paint shop. Reports suggest that Freitas was the intended target, while Allen unfortunately got caught in the gunfire. 12 out of Tobago's 13 murders for the year were the result of gun violence. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
With Christmas less than a week away, the island of Tobago has experienced 3 murders in 24 hours, just days before the holiday, bringing the murder toll to 13 for the year. So we want to know from you Tobagonians, how do you feel about the current crime situation in our Tobago Says segment?
Very bad. Bad. I don't know how to explain myself, but the only explain I could explain, I'm feeling bad.
I find it is too much. 3 is too much for the Christmas season, and I find it's not doing anything much for the crime situation, especially in Tobago. Instead they go and look for these murderers and solve these crimes, they're looking at people who drive in taxi drivers on the road. That is what the police look at.
To me, it's terrible, and it's getting more terrible. And it's all the fault of the drugs. It's not marijuana, it's the other kind of drugs that's coming in. And I think they should do something about the drugs that coming in.
I think it's awful. Very, very awful. For 3 murders in 1 month, for a small country, this is terrible.
When a country starts to develop and you have all kind of people coming into Tobago, you have to expect anything.
It's terrible, but we can redress that. We can begin to communicate again and begin to interact. We have neighborliness between each other. This idea that, okay, from time somebody says something to you, you are disrespected. These things cause people to do violent things to each other.
Attorney General Reginald Amor, Senior Counsel, announced that Justices of the Peace, JPs, can no longer sign warrants. He was responding to concerns from Justice of the Peace Association of Trinidad and Tobago, JOPATT, about the impact of the Indictable Proceedings Act. The act, proclaimed on December 12th, abolishes preliminary inquiries, streamlining the court process. JOPATT initially believed JPs could not perform certain functions, but AG Amor clarified that their jurisdiction in initiating indictable matters has been removed. While JPs can still handle summary matters, the Law Reform Commission is developing a Justices of the Peace bill in collaboration with JOPATT for further clarification and consultation. More news after the break. Stay with us.
Trinbagonians abroad support the homeland in diverse ways. Watch exemplars of patriotism and gain insights into the giving back as practiced by the TT diaspora in Tobago, spanning the period 1960s to early 2000. Produced and directed by Dr. Andre Phillips, this groundbreaking documentary is a credit to the feel-good psyche at Christmas and beyond.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard.
I tell them never ever worry if your nice car get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider TADCO is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry, don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry if your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider TADCO will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. TADCO, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause P-Mobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prizes, cause this season will be your nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most para. Having a Christmas season with P-Mobile. I want a Christmas season with P-Mobile. Bring the sorrel with us to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with P-Mobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Tobago Christmas. Be mobile. Life is on.
Thanks for staying with us. While teachers in Trinidad began receiving their promised back pay on Tuesday, Tobago's teachers will have to wait a few more days. This delay is a result of late disbursements of funds from the central government to the THA. More in this story from Candice Jackson.
In Trinidad began receiving their back pay on Tuesday. In his budget speech, Finance Minister Com Imbert promised to pay $1 billion in back pay by Christmas to members of trade unions that had accepted the 4% wage hike offered by the Chief Personnel Officer, which included teachers. This payment was intended to be accompanied by the December salaries. However, the disbursement of back pay and salaries on Tuesday results in a delay for Tobago. Funding for Tobago's teachers is supposed to be released by the Ministry of Finance to the Tobago House of Assembly, which in turn is responsible for issuing paychecks to teachers on the island. According to a press release from the Division of Education, Research and Technology, they received the money on Tuesday and are working to ensure all teachers receive their payments by December 31st. In response to the situation, Tobago Tutor Officer Braden Roberts was notified by several teachers when they did not see their back pay as promised. However, he noted the division's unique situation and appreciated their update, although he is more concerned about getting the remuneration correct.
We have seen that the division put forward a commitment, and we, in our interactions between tutor and the division, they were working on ensuring that the increments are calculated to the correct point, so the back pay could be most accurate when it's time to pay.
Based on his observations, Roberts is optimistic that teachers will be fairly compensated.
Things look as if I would have seen additional auditors being brought in at the division to meet the deadlines.
Despite expressing gratitude to the division for their proactiveness, Roberts is concerned about one issue. He is wary of all the media attention placed on teachers receiving their back pay and the possible negative consequences.
There are other unions who would have settled as well, and there are other sectors who are also to receive. So I don't feel comforted with the highlighting of teachers in this way, where different categories of investors will be targeting our teachers.
The Tutor Tobago officer warned teachers to be careful this Christmas season and spend their back pay wisely. Among other public servants who settled wage negotiations and are receiving back pay are fire, prison and police officers, amalgamated workers at the Port of Spain City Corporation and the Defence Force Pay Review Committee. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Workers from the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company are owed gratuity. Minority Councillor in the Tobago House of Assembly, Petal Daniel Benoit, expressed her concerns on Tuesday's Minority Report about TADCO's workers not receiving their gratuity payments for the Christmas season. She called on the relevant authorities to resolve the issue. Here's more on this report.
Minority Councillor Petal Daniel Benoit believes it is unfair that TADCO's workers are still owed their gratuity payment. She pointed out that parents are already struggling to provide for their children, and now they will face an even bigger problem for Christmas.
Amplify it at the season where there's an expectation that, you will do things differently. So the children are expecting the toys, the children are expecting the seasonal food that they partake in during this time.
Daniel Benoit called on the Secretary for the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Natisha Charles Pantin, to share information and uphold her promises.
You said after the audit payments will be made. We are hoping that the payments are made sometime before the Christmas season.
A statement from TADCO's management indicated that the private auditing firm completed administrative processes on December 11, 2023, with disbursement expected to follow. Petal Daniel Benoit pleaded for Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to intervene.
We are asking the authorities to provide some information. And I think what is being told to the employee is that apparently the file seemed to be missing or something.
She continued to urge the relevant authorities to resolve the issue, disclosing that these payments have been outstanding for 2 years. Daniel Benoit also requested the relevant authorities to communicate any issues being experienced in disbursing the funds to workers if they are encountering problems. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Lower inflation rates were noted for the last quarter in 2023 in this country. Trinidad and Tobago's central bank released its November 2023 monetary report, indicating increased economic activity and reduced inflationary pressure. The second quarter of 2023 saw a 3.8% improvement in the non-energy sector, offsetting a 2.3% decline in the energy sector. This economic boost likely contributed to improved labor market conditions with reduced unemployment and increased labor force participation. Employment gains were observed in various sectors, including construction, wholesale, retail, restaurants, hotels, and community services. Headline inflation eased to 1.3% in October 2023, with food and core inflation slowing to 1.9% and 1.2% respectively due to slower price movements. This indicated that the economy is approaching stability for the first time since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. More news, stay with us.
At JK Tech, we bring technology to your doorstep. From cutting-edge laptops to reliable printers, we've got it all. Nationwide delivery and a new website for easy online ordering. JK Tech is your one-stop shop for your electronics and computer needs, carrying top brands such as Acer, Samsung, HP, and much more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JKTechTT or visit jktechtt.com. Quality tech is just a click away. JK Tech. Evaluate your shopping experience, your tech, your way. Call or WhatsApp 383-2651. Shop smart, shop JK Tech.
Light up the Christmas with the best fiber. Surfboard channel switch to Amplia. Thousands in prizes, plenty smart TVs. 1 year free service and free groceries. We surfing with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. We binging with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. Sign up now for 50% off plus a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes. Call 800-4663.
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Thanks for staying with us. Tobago Coco Estate clinched 3 awards at the 2023 Academy of Chocolate Awards. Established in 2005 by 5 British chocolate experts, the Academy of Chocolate advocates for superior chocolate, highlighting the distinction between fine and mass-produced confectionery to boost awareness and appreciation. Tobago Coco Estate, no stranger to international accolades, secured silver for their sea salt Bookery 45% chocolate, silver for their Tobago Chocolate Estate Farmers Bar 58%, and bronze for their Tobago Coco Estate Dark 70% chocolate. In response to this latest achievement, the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation extended congratulations, praising the estate for its highest standards of quality and innovation. They commended Tobago Coco Estate, West Indies Limited, for significantly promoting the island's cultural and agricultural heritage. As a heritage park, the estate offers visitors an immersive journey through Tobago's cocoa history, featuring historical displays and interactive activities. Secretary Tashia Burris expressed excitement over the estate's success at the Academy of Chocolate's 2023 awards, citing it as a testament to Tobago's exceptional cocoa industry. The Tobago Mega Farming Committee and the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and the Sustainable Development are collaborating on re-establishing the cocoa industry in Tobago. During a consultation held last Thursday, cocoa estate owners voiced their concerns about the industry on the island. Ariana Scipio has more on this story.
Veterinarian Officer Dr. Paul Crooks in the Division of Food Security served as the moderator for the consultation. He asked the cocoa farmers about the limitations in the cocoa industry and their views on the industry itself. Farmer Liv Ross shared his thoughts by stating that there is currently no cocoa industry on the island.
We need to work on or look at. We have cocoa trees, but we also have lots of problems which need to be addressed. So there isn't an industry in Tobago.
The Secretary of the Tobago Cocoa Farmers Cooperative Limited, Leela Danarine, stated that the entire industry requires assistance.
There is work to be done by the division in interacting a little more with cocoa farmers.
Crooks asked the attendees what changes they would like to see within the next year concerning the cocoa industry. Ross stated that a focus should be placed on addressing pests, particularly parrots.
Sort of curb that problem. I lose roughly 60 to 70% of my cocoa because of parrots. It doesn't make no sense continuing that industry.
Based on past experiences, Ross had these suggestions for controlling the parrot population on cocoa estates.
In the earlies, when there was no limitations or no restrictions on parrots, the forest rangers came up to my estate and they shot the parrots, which was phenomenal, and it was under control.
Ross said that he also hung VCR tapes and CDs in the cocoa trees to ward the parrots off. However, it did not work for long. During the consultation, the issue of pests was the most salient point, with farmers expressing that need for this issue to be dealt with. Danarine also contributed by mentioning that finding laborers is another issue causing challenges in the industry.
And since the industry needs revitalizing, I am willing to work, our group is willing to work with the Division of Agriculture, okay, to assist as to how this can go about.
Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
In a heartfelt plea to the public, the TTSPCA in Tobago announced a special Christmas season initiative aimed at finding forever homes for furry friends. Travicia Phillips has more in this story.
In the spirit of the holiday season, the Trinidad and Tobago Shelter for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, TTSPCA, in Tobago, has launched a Christmas donation drive spearheaded by Shelter Administrator Lorna Nero.
We have $100 donation towards getting any animal, whether it's a dog or cat or kitten or puppy. So we have $100 going on right now, a drive just to get rid of some of the animals, to make sure that they get good homes, not to get rid of, to make sure that they get good homes and they get love.
Nero, acknowledging the shelter's status as a non-governmental organization, clarified the continuous need for financial support. She stressed the importance of ongoing donations for the overall well-being of the animals under the shelter's care. As a measure to prevent the dumping of animals, she noted that it is the shelter's policy to spay or neuter all animals before they leave for new homes.
Just the other day we pick up 4 right out the road there, and it's a new thing now. You know, since the chairman started put it up on Facebook, they're not coming by the shelter and throwing them over the gate or throwing them in the dustbin anymore. They're leaving them lower down by the drain, or they're dumping them there. Someday I go to start my car. It's a good thing I ask the guy to check my radiator for me. 2 kittens inside of my bonnet.
Encouraging responsible pet ownership, Nero cautioned the public who are considering placing a pet among the presents under the Christmas tree.
So firstly, an animal is not a gift. An animal is not a gift, you know. And secondly, when we talk about good homes, we mean we want to make sure, because when they're signing off on the adoption form, everything is laid out there for them. The yard must be fenced. I mean, if the yard not fenced, as long as they have a nice pen where if rain falling, the animal would not, you know, be in the humid condition, rain, sun.
Nero issued a warning to future pet owners who adopt from the shelter.
We do random house checks on all the animals that leave the shelter. And if they are not up to standard, it is also on the form that the TTSPCA has the power to retrieve back the animal.
Expressing concern over unauthorized animal drop-offs, Nero issued a warning against entering the shelter compound without the knowledge of the staff. With the shelter currently at full capacity, Nero urged individuals to foster or adopt, as additional animals may face the unfortunate possibility of euthanasia. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
The weather report is up next.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your life can't get damaged bad, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. Never ever worry if sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry if times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Checking in with the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, expect partly cloudy periods with a few showers, particularly after midnight. Temperatures will drop to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, anticipate hot, sunny, and slightly hazy conditions in most areas, despite 1 or 2 passing showers. There is a low 30% chance of the occasional heavy shower, especially over northeastern and central parts of the island. Temperatures will reach up to 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees. A yellow level hazardous seas warning is in effect. Marine users are advised to exercise caution, especially in exposed nearshore areas, as seas may become agitated. Waves are up to 2 meters in open waters and less than 1.3 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:16 a.m. and sunset is at 5:45 p.m. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Recapping the headlines: double homicide shakes Tobago. Justices of the peace barred from signing warrants. TTSPCA issues plea to public ahead of Christmas. And Tobago Coco Estate clinches Academy of Chocolate Awards. I am Kristen Salandi. Have a good night.